So you just installed WP Rocket and you're standing at a dashboard full of settings wondering you're about to break your site or finally get the speed you've been chasing. Here, how to take a failing page speed score of 60 and push it over 90s using WP Rocket configuration that constantly gets resolved. Hi, I'm Remus and I've been building WordPress stuff for 15 years, and themes I work on like residence and rentals are some of the top sellers on Team Forest. Today, I will walk you through the exact WP Rocket configuration that transforms slow sites into the fast ones. Here's the thing about WP Rocket, it handles about 80% of the performance stuff automatically when you activate it. But the last 20%, that's where the magic happens. And that's what we're going to set up today. Alright, first things first. Let's see where we are starting. I'm using WP Residence demo with a demo import that mimics a real website. So not just an empty site, but one that looks very similar to a real website. As you can see, the demo doesn't have all the images, but we'll handle that later. Let's run this through Google PageSpeed Insights to get our baseline. As you can see, you get a mobile score in the 50 and the desktop score in the 70s. So this is our baseline. Let's look at what PageSpeed is telling us. We can see render blocking CSS and JavaScript. Those prevent the page from displaying until all the files are loaded. Also, there is unused CSS that the page don't need. And we have unoptimized images that are larger than necessary and missing image dimension, which cause layout shifts when images appear. These are exactly the problem WP Rocket will fix. Right now we are in the red zone, but at the end of this tutorial we'll be in the high 90s. If you haven't grabbed WP Rocket yet, here's the quick rundown. Buy it from wprocket.me and download the zip. Head to the plugins, add new, upload plugin, install and activate. You'll find WP Rocket under settings in your WordPress admin. The dashboard shows your license info and some handy cache clearing button, useful when you are making big changes to your site. Nothing to mess up here, so let's dive into the good stuff. If you are building with WordPress and care about lightning fast sites, hit subscribe. Every week I share deep dive tutorials on WordPress performance, SEO and traffic growth. Before we dive into the Rocket settings, let's handle the images issue we saw in the PageSpeed report. I'm going to re-upload the images in a WebP format and add the missing ones. From my experience, unoptimized images are hands down on one of the biggest bottlenecks. You can have perfect caching and Minify code, but if you are serving 2 MB images that should be 200 KB, your site will still crawl. WebP images are typically 25 to 50% smaller than JPEGs with the same quality. For bulk optimization, you got a few solid options. One, ShortPixel, which is a great WordPress plugin that converts your existing images to WebP automatically. We have Squoosh, which is a free Google tool for individual images, perfect for the new uploads. And we have ImageOptim, which is a Mac app that's fantastic for batch processing before upload. The key is getting your images under control first, then let the WP Rocket handle the delivery optimization. Head over to File Optimization. This is where we're going to see the biggest win. We have CSS section and we have Minify CSS file. This option strips out all the unnecessary stuff from your CSS file. White space, comments, line breaks. Your style works exactly the same, but the files are way smaller. It's totally safe to turn on. We have also optimized CSS delivery. Now this is the big one. By default, browser won't show your page until the CSS loads. That's what we call render blocking CSS. And this is a performance killer. Select Remove Unused CSS. This is where WP Rocket gets smart. It looks at each page and creates custom style sheets with only the CSS that the page actually uses. It's the most effective option, but you want to test it thoroughly. If you noticed any weirdly layout issue after enabling this, you can either exclude the problematic style sheet or switch to load CSS asynchronously. JavaScript section. We have also Minify JavaScript file. Same deals as the CSS. Remove all the fluff, keep the functionality. It's safe to enable. We have load JavaScript defer. Remember that render blocking problem we're talking about of CSS? JavaScript does the same thing. Defer loading, let your page content show up first, then load JavaScript. Your visitor sees something immediately instead of staring at a blank screen. We have also delay JavaScript execution. This one is more aggressive. Things like analytics, chat widgets, social media stuff. They only load when someone actually interacts with your page by scrolling or clicking. Enable this option will cut down initial load time. Combine JavaScript file. We won't use this option because it's prone to errors. A regular user has the JavaScript files from the theme and several JavaScript files from all the plugins activate. Those JavaScript files will get combined into one single file, and if the code may not be right perfectly, some bad things happen. So that's why we don't use this option. For the exclusion, WP Rocket gives you example of common scripts like jQuery, Google Analytics, Facebook Pixel that you might need to skip. Here's the golden rule. Turn one setting at a time, save it, and test it in an incognito window. Trust me on this one. Jump over to media. We have here lazy loading. Lazy loading is basically the art of being smart about when things load. Instead of loading every single image and video when someone lands on your page, you only load what they actually can see. The rest loads as they scroll down. Images. Only load images when people scroll to them. Since most of the visitors don't make it to the bottom of your pages anyway, why load images that they'll never see? Background images. Here we have the same concept, but for those CSS background images you use in hero section and design stuff. Iframe and video, YouTube embeds, Google Maps, social media widgets, this stuff. Replace YouTube iframe with preview image. Instead of loading the full YouTube player right away, it shows a lightweight preview image. The actual video only loads when someone clicks. This is a huge bandwidth saver. And a very important option, add missing image dimensions. This prevents the annoying page jumping when images load. Without specified dimensions, browsers don't know how much space to reserve for each, so everything shifts around as they appear. These settings automatically adds width and height attributes and will fix and improve your layout stability. Preload above the fold fonts and host Google fonts locally. This avoids external requests, speed up text rendering, and keeps layout stable for better speed. Preload settings. Now let's check out Preload. Activate Preload. WP automatically visits your page and creates cache version before real visitors show up. That means the first person to visit any page gets the same fast experience as everyone else. Preload links. This is pretty clever. When someone hovers over a link, the destination page starts loading in the background before they even click. By the time they do click, the page is already loaded. Make your site feel instant. Let's move to advanced rule. Most of you can probably skip this section, but there are settings that are crucial for some specific situation. We have cache lifespan, and we can leave this at default unless you're having weird periodic issues. If your content changes a lot or you notice problems that show up at regular interval, set it to 10 hours to force cache regeneration. Never cache URLs. Add URLs that should never be cached. Think like custom login pages, checkout processes, user dashboard, anything with dynamic user-specific content. Never cached cookies. This option lets you prevent caching when specific cookies are present. Super important for e-commerce sites with shopping carts or membership areas. Always purge URLs. It forces specific pages to refresh their cache whenever any content updates. It's perfect for homepage or category pages that display recent posts. For example, a property listing page when a new property is added, or a blog listing page when a post is published. For most WordPress sites, you can leave this empty and move on. Let's head over to the database. Your WordPress database is like that junk drawer in your kitchen. It accumulates a ton of unnecessary stuff over time. All this clutter slows down your database query and make your backups huge. Regular cleanup makes everything snappier. Post revision, WordPress saves every single draft and revision of your post. One post can end up with dozens of revisions just by sitting there. Auto drafts. These automatically save drafts that you never publish. They are just taking up space. And we also have trashed post, which pretty self-explanatory, and comments cleanup, which will get rid of spam comments, unapproved comments, and orphan comment data. We also have transient cleanup, which is temporary data that plugins store but often forget to clean up. Check all the boxes and set automatic cleanup to weekly. Just make sure you back up your database before running the first cleanup. CDN configuration. A CDN is basically a network of servers around the world that store copies of your static files like images, CSS or JavaScript. When someone visits your site, they download everything from the server closest to them instead of your main hosting server. Make a huge difference in the loading times. If you are using something like Bunny CDN, enable the CDN option and add your CNAME. For Cloudflare user, skip the CDN tab completely. Instead, you can go to Add-ons, Cloudflare, enter your API credential and click Optimal Settings. Let's check out the Heartbeat section. WordPress Heartbeat is like a constant conversation between your browser and the server. It handles things like autosave, post-locking and real-time notification, but it's constantly pinging your server, which can eat up resources. This option, Behavior in Bracket, reduces activity. Change the frequency from every minute to every 2 minutes. You still get all the admin functionality, just with less server hammering. Behavior in Post Editor. This reduces activity, autosave and post-locking will still work, just less frequently. Totally safe for most people. And behavior in front end. Disable this completely. Your visitor don't need any of this Heartbeat stuff. So why waste server resources on it? Alright, moment of truth. Clear the cache completely, then run PageSpeed insights again. As you can see, we get a desktop score hit in the 90s and the mobile score is in the 80s. All those Core Web Vital issues, they're fixed. Loading time, fill instantly. Let's check it. Now, don't panic if your mobile score doesn't hit 90s. Elementor adds more CSS and JavaScript than basic themes, and this becomes more noticeable on mobile testing. Since we are using Elementor, let's handle a few specific settings that will help with mobile performance. Head to Elementor, Settings, Advanced. Set Google Fonts Load to Swap. This shows fallback fonts while custom fonts loads, preventing invisible text. Set font ASM for support to no, since Elementor includes font ASM 5 by default. Next, go to Elementor Settings feature and disable Optimize Image Loading and Lazy Load background images. WP Rocket already handles optimization better, and having both plugins doing the same job can cause conflicts or duplicate functionality. Another thing you can do is avoid background images on mobile. They're performance killers because mobile devices have to download large desktop size images even though the screen is small. Instead, you can use regular images that can be properly optimized for different screen sizes. Or, like I do in this case, just hide this section completely. You don't need the image for the mobile version. Another thing is to minimize animation and motion effects. While Elementor animation looks great, there are the extra JavaScript and CSS that slow down mobile performers. Each animation requires additional processing power, which is limited on mobile devices. Use them sparsely or disable them completely. Another thing you can do is to use the latest Elementor container instead of section. Containers generate cleaner, lighter markup with fewer div wrappers in the DOM. This reduces the number of elements the browser needs to process and lead to faster page loading time. If you are still using the old section column layout, consider converting to containers for better performance. Elementor sites perform better, especially on mobile where the additional CSS JavaScript is more noticeable. Let's redo the test after we did all of these changes. And as you can see, the website is in the 90s for the mobile also. If this walkthrough helped you master WP Rocket, please like the video, subscribe and drop your questions below. I read every comment and I'm here to help. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next tutorial. So here what we just accomplished. We set up proper caching and file optimization. We implemented smart media loading, cleaned the database, integrated CDN supports and tamed with heartbeat background noise. Your site now delivers the kind of performance that keeps visitors happy and Google satisfied. Every site is a bit different. So use these settings as your starting point and tweak things based on what your specific site needs. If something breaks after enabling the settings, just exclude the problematic script or style sheet and you'll be good to go. That's it for today. Bye bye.